Explosions hammered the mud as Sergeant Mara Vance gripped Pavod, Ellis's harness, and yanked him into the crater. Shells whistled overhead. Shrapnel pinged off her helmet. She slammed her back against the crater wall, dragging Ellis's limp weight across her lap. "Stay with me, Ellis," she growled. Her gloved hands pressed a field dressing to his gut wound, blood soaked through. His eyes fluttered. Comms crackled. "Vance. Platoon pulling back to Rally Point Bravo. Rook out. Roger, sir. Got Ellis pinned here."
Alien lines 50 meters upslope.
Human flanks crumbling under counterfire. The extraction op had gone to hell fast. A shadow burst from the haze. Small figure sprinted straight at her. 4 feet tall, iridescent scales glinting under carapace armor, the alien child slammed into the crater lip and clamped tiny claws around Mara's free hand. Mara froze. The kid's grip locked like a vice. Wide violet eyes locked on hers. No fear. Just desperate trust. "Kiri?" Mara hissed. Intel photos matched. The whole damn mission hinged on this squirt. Artillery thundered closer. Mara scooped Ellis's rifle one-handed. "Lieutenant package acquired. But we're hot. Negative, Sergeant. Abort extraction. Alliance talks collapsed. Queen's forces flipped on us. Get your ass to Bravo." The child tugged harder. Claws dug in without breaking skin.
She babbled in staccato alien tongue, pointing upslope.
Mara's gut twisted.
Orders screamed retreat. Ellis wheezed beneath her.
But those eyes, drone whine pierced the barrage. Mara spotted the glint, Salith's own scout bot, scanning for the kid. Red targeting beam swept the crater. Shit! Mara ripped the signal jammer from her vest pouch. Human tech, jury-rigged for alien frequencies. She slapped it onto the child's armored vest. The device hummed to life. Beam flickered and died. The kid blinked up at her, clutched tighter. Comms barked again. "Vance, confirm abort." "That's an order." She keyed the mic. "Can't, sir. She's on me." Moving to trench line, Mara slung Ellis over one shoulder, grabbed the child's hand with the other, rifle dangled from her sling. "Vance," she killed the channel, hoisted Ellis higher.
"Hang on, kid. We run now."
They vaulted the crater lip. Mud sucked at boots. Kiri matched her stride, tiny legs pumping. Bullets snapped past. Mara zigzagged downslope toward the human trench network, 300 meters out. Ridge guns swiveled. Tracer rounds stitched the ground. Mara dove behind a shattered alien hover tank. Ellis groaned. Kiri whimpered, but stayed glued to her side. "Quiet," Mara whispered. She propped Ellis against the wreck, checked his pulse, steady, but fading. Peeled back the dressing. Internal bleed. Kiri tugged her sleeve. Pointed at the sky. More drones. 3 now. Circling. Mara yanked a frag grenade. Armaded, lugged Ellis again. "Go!" They bolted. She hurled the grenade at the lead drone. Blast shredded it mid-air. Shrapnel peppered the others. 2 down. Latched onto Mara's thigh like a limpet. Halfway to the trenches. Human artillery walked fire behind them, covering the retreat, but alien counter-batteries screened in. Queen's forces or rivals, intel blurred after the alliance cracked. Didn't matter. Both hunted the kid now. Comms lit up. "Vance, you dumb bastard." "Rook here. Vex riders inbound. Ditch the package." Vec, rival commander, bug-eyed zealot who wanted the heir's head to shatter Salith's line. Mara ignored it, pounded mud. Kiri chittered warnings, sharp instincts picking threats Mara missed. Rumble grew. Hoverbikes crested the ridge, Vex vanguard. Scaled riders with plasma lances. 10 strong, closing fast. Mara dumped Ellis prone. "Unslung her rifle! Cover!" Kiri flattened beside him. Mara snap-fired. Rounds punched through the lead bike's canopy. Rider tumbled. Bike cartwheeled, spraying plasma. The pack scattered. Lancers charged. Mara rolled, dumping rounds.
Hit another canopy. Sparks flew.
Kiri yanked a pebble-sized emitter from her vest.
"Alien tech?"
"Personal shield?"
She voted. Bubble shimmered around them. Lance fire splashed harmless. Mara grinned fierce.
Smart kid. She fired full auto.
Third bike flipped. Riders veered.
"1 dismounted, barking orders. Vec himself?"
Tall crest, scarred plates. He leveled a scanner at them. Jammer held. No lock. But bikes regrouped, flanked wide. Mara keyed backup freak. Rook, need fire support. Shell hole, grid 4729. Got the package. Then, you're gonna get us all killed. Support inbound. 30 seconds. Trembled, Mara squeezed her shoulder.
We got this. Plasma scorched the shield.
Vec advanced, lance glowing. His voice boomed, amplified alien guttural. Human. Yield the air. End this farce.
Not today, Bug Eyes.
Ground erupted around Vec's riders. Bikes vaporized. Vec dove. Scorched but alive. Mara scooped Curie.
Grant Ellis.
Sprinted final dash. Trenches yawned ahead. Human lines holding. Troops hauled them over the lip. Medics swarmed Ellis. Rook stormed up. Face thunder. Vans, you. Curie launched from Mara's arms. Clung to Rook's leg. Chittered rapid fire. Rook froze. Peeled her off gently. What the hell? Mara stripped her helmet. Mud-caked grin. Package secure, sir. She's bonded. Won't let go. Distant horns blared. Salith's banners massing on the ridge. Vec's remnants rallying. Rook stared at the child. Her claws gripped his pant leg. Trusting. Comms exploded with command chatter. Alliance dead.
Full or inbound?
But Curie looked up at Mara, clutched a human ration bar she'd swiped, offered half. Mara took it. Bridge formed in that moment. Battlefield pivoted on a soldier's choice. Explosions renewed. Vec's voice crackled open frequent. The air lives with humans. Hunt them all. Rook sighed. Platoon.
Defensive positions. Vance, you're on kid detail.
Mara nodded, pulled Curie close. War raged, but one small hand changed everything. Mara shoved Curie through the supply tunnel hatch. The alien child's claws scraped metal as she tumbled inside. Pursuit thundered behind. Vec's riders closing fast. Mara yanked the lever. Hatch slammed shut. Bolts clanged home. Curie whimpered from the dark. Mara slapped the emergency light. Green glow bathed the girl's wide eyes. Stay down, kid. No noise. Boots pounded outside. Alien gutturals barked orders. Lasers whined against the hatch. Sparks flew. Mara shouldered her rifle. Aimed at the seam. Come on, then.
Her radio crackled. Lieutenant.
Rook's voice cut through static. Bands. Sitrep. Platoons pulling back to the ridge. Abandon the unknown and rejoin. Mara glanced at Curie. The child clutched her collar. Queen's crest pulsing faint blue. Sailless air. Not some stray. Mara ripped the collar free. Held it to her comms pad. Transmitting ID now, sir. Queen's crest code. It's legit. Data beeped upload. Silence stretched. Curie tugged Mara's boot. Pointed at the hatch. Claws flexed, ready to fight. Mara knelt. Pressed a finger to her lips. Quiet. Lieutenant's deciding our play.
Rook's response barked back. Confirmed.
Errors, signal matches intel.
But command screaming abort. Alliance collapsing. Salith's forces turning on us. Explosions rocked the tunnel. Dust sifted from ceiling struts. Vec's voice boomed external speakers. Human. The air dies with you. Yield. Mara boosted Curie onto her back. Child latched on like a limpet. Arms around neck. Legs locked. Warm weight. Trusting. Sir, Vec's right outside. Platoon's my only extract.
Static hissed. Then Rook rerouting squad fire teams.
Unsanctioned op.
Get to grid 47 Alpha. We'll cover. But if you slow us, Vance, you're on your own. Affirm, sir. Kicked open the tunnel's far grate. Battlefield sprawled. Smoke-choked craters. Human lines buckling under Salith's countercharge. Alliance horns wailed retreat. Curie chittered soft. Pointed left. Flanking path through scrap heaps. Mara nodded. Bolted that way. Legs burned from earlier sprints. Ellis's blood still crusted her tack vest. He'd bought her this window. Medevac bleeding out. Lasers stitched the ground behind. Beck's bikes screamed pursuit. One crested a dune. Mara spun. Double tap center mass. Rider flipped. Bike cratered. Curie's claws dug in. Not fear, excitement. She trilled, mimicking mirage shots. Radio lit. Vance, Fireteam Delta laying smoke. Move. Gray canisters bloomed ahead. Mara plunged through. Chemical sting bit eyes. Curie buried face in Mara's shoulder. They hit the scrap maze. Twisted alien hulls loomed. Salith wrecks from yesterday's push.
Mara vaulted debris. Curie shifted weight, balancing her leaps.
Kid moved like she'd trained for this. Vec's growl echoed.
Burnout!
The human carries her. Flank and burn. Mara dropped into a ditch. breath ragged, pulled Kiri close. She send you out here alone? Kiri tapped her collar, now clipped to Mara's belt. Crest glowed. She traced symbols. Mara's pad translated fragments. Airsafe. Bridge worlds. Mara snorted. Yeah, well, tell her humans don't leave kids behind. Platoon chatter spiked. Rook, Vance, 200 meters to rally. Salith heavies inbound. Your position's hot. Spotted human silhouettes. Rook's platoon digging in. Marines waved her forward, but Vex riders poured from smoke. 6 strong. Plasma lances charging. Mara unslung. Kiri, hold tight. She fired from hip. Dropped the lead bike. Rider tumbled, firing wild. Kiri twisted. Her collar pulsed bright. A screech ripped air. Salith drones veered, confused signals jamming Vex comms. Queen's tech? Mara grinned. Pounded forward. Rook met her at the line. Grabbed Kiri as Mara vaulted sandbags. Child squawked protest. Clung back to Mara instead. Vance, Rook started. Package secure, sir. Mara reloaded. Scanned scopes. Vec rallied remnants. Salith banners crested ridge opposite. Truces shattered. Kiri wriggled down. Grabbed Rook's leg. Chittered urgent. Pointed at Mara's ration pouch. Rook peeled her off.
What the? Mara stripped helmet! Mud flaked off!
She's bonded, sir. Won't let go. And Vex calling open hunt. Comms erupted. Command, all units Alliance voided. Engage Salith hostiles. Explosions renewed. Vex voice cracked wide. Frequent, air with humans. End them all. Rook stared at Kiri. Her claws gripped his pant leg. Eyes locked on Mara. Trust absolute.
He sighed.
Platoon, defensive arc. Vance, kid detail. Hold this ridge. Mara nodded. Scooped Kiri. Pulled her close. Child offered half a swiped ration bar. Mara bit in.
Sweet alien tang. Distant horns blared.
Salith massing. Vec closing. Rook keyed command override. Unsanctioned extract authorized. Airs our leverage. Kiri looked up. Clutched tighter. Battlefield pivoted. But one radio call hung in balance. Rook's next transmission to high command. Hero or deserter. Mara sighted Vex approach. Shells whistled in. Here they come. Troops hauled Ellis over the lip. Medics swarmed. Rook stormed up. Faced under masked relief. Kiri launched from Mara's arms. Clung to his leg again. Rapid chitters. Rook froze. Peeled gently.
Status, Vance. Bonded tight, sir.
Mara grinned through grime. Warhorn swelled. Vex remnants rallied. His voice boomed. Hunt them. Platoon braced. Mara pulled Kiri behind cover. Small hand gripped hers. Bridge forged in fire. High command crackled. Rook, explain the unsanctioned. Rook keyed transmit. Words decided fates. Hero, deserter, or something new. Shells slammed the ridge. Mara yanked Kiri behind a shattered ferrocrete slab. Dirt rained. The child's claws dug into her arm. Trust absolute. Rook's voice cut through static.
Ants? Take the air down the East Ravine. Link up at Exfil Point Bravo.
Platoon holds here. Mara slung her rifle. Hoisted Kiri onto her back. Straps from her pack secured the small form. Hang tight, kid. Kiri chittered. Clutched her neck. Warm breath against Mara's ear. Sweet alien tang lingered from the ration share. Vex broadcast blared.
Hunter squads! Converge on human carrier.
Microflares, on path. Air lives. War ends. Explosions walked the line. Rook's platoon fired back. Mara timed the barrage. Smoke canisters popped from her launcher. Gray clouds billowed across the open ground. She sprinted, low, zigzagging through rubble. Kiri bounced light, half Mara's pack weight. Boots crunched glass. A microflare streaked overhead, painting her trail red.
Got your scent, human.
Vex laugh echoed. Mara dove into a shell crater. Heart hammered. Scanned the drop. East Ravine dipped 50 meters, open kill zone to the first cover. Vex hunters fanned out below. Insectoid forms scuttled, plasma rifles glowing. Kiri tapped her shoulder. Pointed left, chittered sharp. Mara nodded. Hand signaled. Wait, watch. Child mirrored it perfectly. Clawed fingers precise. Another barrage hit the ridge. Rook's voice. Vance, go. We're pinned. She exploded from cover. Short sprint to rubble pile. 1. Smoke veiled her. Flare tagged the crater behind. Hunters veered wrong. Sprint 2. Kiri's weight shifted forward, eyes locked on a gap. Mara slid under laser fire. Claws gripped tighter. Bond sealed in motion. Hunter squad crested the ridge edge. 6 aliens, Vex Elite. They deployed drones. Microflares bloomed, mapping heat trails. One locked her path. Flare confirms. East Ravine vector. Mara cursed. Spotted a wrecked hover tank. Battery pack sparked, hot enough. She cut left, sprinted to it under covering smoke. Kiri whimpered. Mara shushed. Easy.
She ripped the pack free.
Wires sparked. Jury rigged it to her spare mag pouch, overloaded circuits. Heat bloomed fierce. Tossed it, rolling down the ravine slope, away from their line. Drones whirred. Hunters pivoted. Heat spike. Pursue. Vec barked. Affirm. Flank and crush. Mara grinned through sweat. Back to the drop. Sprinted 3 rubble timed perfect. Kiri's claws signaled. Clear. They hit the ravine floor. Mud-sucked boots. Mara pushed uphill. Toward Bravo. Distant horns. Salif's main force massed opposite Vec. Radio crackled. Rook. Vance. Status. Vex splitting his force. Half on you. He decoy bought time, sir. Ravine halfway. Kiri tugged her collar. Pulled a cracked visor from her pouch. Swiped from Ellis earlier. Activated it. Holomap flickered. Minefield ahead. Red icons pulsing. Mara halted. Scanned. Smart kid. Kiri's eyes met hers. Copied hand signal. Danger. Path. She pointed. Traced safe lane through the grid. Claws danced. Mara's own signals back at her. Mara nodded. Lead on. They crept. Kiri rode high. Visor projected low glow. Mara probed with rifle barrel. First mine beeped, disarmed with knife twist. Kiri chittered approval. Laser fire cracked behind. Hunters breached the decoy. Vex voice. Hey in ravine. Drones inbound. Mara scooped faster pace. Mine, 2, stepped wide per Kiri's tap. Child's breath quickened. Clung like kin. Halfway through. Field. Drone wind closed. Mara rolled behind a rock outcrop. Fired up. Plasma bolt sheared rotors. Wreckage sparked. Kiri yanked visor. Pointed. Final cluster. They dashed. Mara probed, sidestepped, lunged. Last mine cleared. Ravine narrowed to treeline. Salith horns swelled. Queen's forces crested far ridge, trampling Vex flank. Radio. Rook. Vance. Salith breaking through. Vex exposed.
High Command wants Rook's head, unsanctioned op. But heirs value.
Hold for extract. Acknowledged. Mara crested treeline. Exfil Bravo in sight. Dropship idled, platoon remnants covering. Kiri twisted. Looked back. Chittered urgent. Mara followed gaze. Vec himself, massive, scarred, stormed the minefield edge. Stepped onto a mine. Boom.
He staggered. Leg mangled.
Roared defiance. Hunters rallied to him. Ignored the platoon entirely. Eyes locked on Mara. On Kiri. Pursuers fixed. 1 human. 1 air. Dropship ramp dropped. Rook waved frantic. Vance. Board now. Kiri clutched Mara. Claws drew blood. Refusal to leave. Salith lines surged. Queen's banner rose. Wide freak. Air sighted. Protect at cost. Vec laughed through pain. Mine. Crossfire erupted. Myra sprinted final stretch. Kiri signaled. Incoming flare. She dodged. Pulled Kiri low. Bond thrummed. Child's trust her shield. Boarding ramp clanged under boots. Mara dumped Kiri inside. Dove after. Doors hissed shut. Ship lurched skyward. Rook knelt. High Command inbound. Explained the kid. Kiri launched. Clung to Mara's leg. Offered visor minefield map saved.
Mara ruffled head spines. Leverage, sir.
And family. Vex final broadcast. Human protects air. What manner of warrior? Dropship banked. Salith and Vec forces paused. Eyes up. Alliance shattered. But bridge sparked. Queen Salith's voice pierced static. Human. Return my blood. Name terms. Rook keyed transmit. Mara held breath. Hero. Deserter. Bridge builder. Kiri chittered. Pointed at Mara. Claws signed. Mine. Rook shoved the comm mic into Mara's hand. Talk, Vance. High Command's listening. Kiri clung tighter to her leg. Claws signed frantic loops. Stay mine.
Queen Salith's voice crackled again.
Human Sergeant. You hold my air. State terms.
Mara keyed the mic. Her platoon remnants shifted in the dropship's hold.
Wounded groaned from stim packs. She glanced at Rook. He nodded once. Secure channel first, Mara said. Your relay's broadcasting wide. Silence stretched. Kiri chittered low, spines vibrating against Mara's boot. A ping hit her wrist pad. Alien encryption cracked under her jury-rigged hack. Platoon tech sliced the relay like butter. Direct line locked. Salith's signal pure now. No vac interference. Done, Mara transmitted.
Lieutenant Rook authorizes return of your air, but we need medevac for our wounded.
12 critical. LZ coordinates now. Kiri tugged her pant leg. Claws signed. No go down. Salith's response hummed with command chimes. Ceasefire corridor granted. Coordinates inbound. Safe passage to my lines.
Air unharmed?
Affirm, Mara said. She's bonded. Clawing me to stay. Laughter rippled through the alien feed. Rare, like grinding stones.
Humans? Warriors who cradle younglings.
Land at grid 4719.
My banner marks it. Rook's jaw tightened. Vance, this stinks. Vec's still out there. One wrong move. Sir, it's leverage. Mara knelt, ruffled Kiri's spines. The child leaned in, visor pulsing soft light. Trust map updated, enemy positions ghosted red. Dropship shuddered. Pilot barked, descending. Corridor active. Salith's forces pulling back. Ramps hissed open, mid-hover. Mara scooped Kiri. Child weighed light, like a rucksack of hope. Platoon covers from air. Rook, hold fire unless they break. Aye. Rook gripped his rifle. Get her home, Sergeant. Then ours. Mara dropped last. Boots hit dust. Corridor stretched. 2 clicks of barren kill zone, flanked by frozen lines. Salith's banners snapped left. Vec's hunters loomed right, claws twitching. Kiri pointed. Chittered warning. Mara jogged center line. Dust swirled under boots. Her squad's guns tracked from above. Heart steady. Improvise under fire. That's infantry. Halfway mark. Salith emerged atop a ridge, towering, armored in chitin plates. Crown spines flared, flanked by guards, rifles low.
Human.
Her voice boomed unaided.
Approach.
Hair to me. Mara raised empty hands. Kiri squirmed, claws pricking. Terms hold? Medevac birds inbound? Affirm. Salith signaled. Distant rotors thrummed. Human marked evac ships, Salith escorting.
You're wounded, fly free.
Here safe. Relief hit Mara like cool water. She set Kiri down. Child bolted forward, then froze. Looked back. Claws signed, Mara mine.
A Salith knelt. Extended arms.
Come, blood. Spines drooped. Then, crack. Plasma bolt scorched air inches left. Mara dove, yanked Kiri low.
Corridor shattered. Vec's roar split the din.
No bargain. Air mine. Scarred behemoth limped from shadows, leg braced in crude exoframe. Hunters surged, 50 strong, ignoring Salith's line. Rifles spat green lances. Salith's guards fired back. Treachery! Mara rolled behind slag heap. Kiri huddled close. Rook. Vex in the corridor. Abert evac. Dropship guns chattered overhead. Bolts rained. Mara peeked. Vec charged straight, eyes locked on her. Massive frame shrugged hits.
Claws extended for grab. Protect the human, Salith bellowed.
Her forces pivoted, blasting Vec's flank. Mara fired bursts, nailed 2 hunters. Kiri's visor flared, predictive dodge. Mara sidestepped flare bomb, blast scorched earth. Vec closed.
Soft-shelled freak, give the whelp.
He lunged. Mara sidestepped, drove rifle butt into his knee joint. Crack. Vec howled, staggered. Kiri chittered, rage. Claws slashed his ankle, tiny cuts but poison-tipped. Vec swatted wild. Mara pulled her clear. Dropship swooped low. Rook's voice. Vance. Evacs inbound. Grab the kid and board. No. Mara keyed squad net.
Cover me. Pushing to Salith.
She sprinted. Kiri matched stride, legs blurring. Corridor a kill funnel now. Bodies piled. Salith's guards formed wedge. Blasting path. Vec rallied. End the Queen's line. Take the human alive. Study that madness. Plasma grazed Mara's shoulder, burned.
She ignored, slid under fire, scooped Kiri.
Fired back, dropped Vex second. Salith met them at ridge base. Guards hauled Mara up. Queen loomed, eyes wide on the child clutch. Shh, you shield my blood. Why? Mara dumped Kiri into Salith's arms. Child clung one last beat, then transferred, spines relaxing. Evac rotors thundered. Human birds touched down behind Salith's line. Medtechs swarmed out. Rook dropped beside Mara, platoon secure. Vex pinned. Salith straightened, hair safe on her shoulder. Human sergeant. Name lingers, Vance.
Your kind restrains blades near young.
Vec sees terror. I see bridge. Vex broadcast pierced chaos. She fights for whelp, not hers. What sorcery? A guard shot silenced him mid-charge. Body slumped. Mara exhaled. Wounded loaded. Platoon boarded Evac's Kiri. Twisted in Salith's grip. Claws signed across gap. Maramine. Come back.
Silas tilted head. Return Vance.
Negotiate true peace. Air demands it. Rook clapped Mara's back. High Command's gonna love this. Dropship ramp lifted. Mara saluted. Alien Queen mirrored, fist to chest. Sky swallowed them. Vex hunters scattered. Salith's lines cheered. But Vex stirred. Claws keyed hidden relay. Human protects air. Capture her. Unlock their weakness. Alliance cracked wider. Bridge held by one soldier's choice. Mara gripped harness. Kiri's map pulsed on visor. Homeward path lit. Family expanded. War shifted. Rook leaned in. What now, bridge builder? Mara grinned. Terms, sir. Bigger ones, plasma bolts scorched the air inches from Mara's helmet. She dove behind the gutted alien transport, dragging Kiri with her. The child's spines quivered against her armor, but those wide eyes locked on the horizon. Scanning. Strong point here, Mara shouted into her squad comm. Reyes, left flank, firing lane through that breach. Patel, right side, hull breach only. Hold fire till my mark. Reyes slid into position, rifle braced on twisted metal. Copy, Sarge.
That's Vex drones buzzing inbound.
Aliens on our 6S guards. They covering? Mara glanced back. 4 of the Queen's elite crouched behind debris, their chitin blades humming. One nodded. Fist to chest plate. Alliance thin as smoke, but they shared the whole now. Kiri wriggled free from Mara's grip. Tiny claws tapped her comm mic. A chirp burst through. High-pitched drone whine, then a staccato pattern. Mara's visor lit with overlay. Enemy drone signatures pulsing. Good girl. That's Vex scouts, flanking east. Reyes, shift fire. Reyes squeezed off bursts. Drones shattered midair, raining shards. Kiri chirped again. Deeper rumble. Mara keyed squadnet. Shock troops, 200 meters. Heavy footfalls. The child didn't cower. She perched on the transport's ramp, spines flared like radar dishes. Every mimic fed Mara real-time, better than any sensor. Vex tech jammed human scans, but Kiri pierced it raw. She's our early warning. Mara muttered. Protective urge surged, same as shielding civies back home. This one just had claws. Plasma slashed low. Mara returned fire, dropping a drone operator skittering from cover. Salith's guard beside her lunged, blade, impaling the alien's thorax. Guts sprayed. Mara signaled, flat palm, then point cross. Shared rules, no friendly fire, cover arcs. The guard mirrored. Claws sliced air in pattern match. Crossfire locked. Patel link with blueskins. Angles tight. Patel gestured wide. Alien nodded. Rifle sinking. Bolts crisscrossed the kill zone. Vex advance stalled. Bodies piled. Rook's voice crackled. Vance, sitrep. Vex closing fast. Pickups risky. Low alt. Hot LZ. Strong point holding, sir. Child's got eyes on drones. Guards integrated. Bias 5. 3 max. Artillery inbound. Ours and theirs. Alliance cracking. Salith's line folding west. Mata gritted teeth. Fragile packed humans hit Vex supply lines. Queen's forces pinned the rival. Now both hunted the air. Her choice. Grab Kiri mid-battlefield snatch. Queen gambled transmission. Save blood. Earn bridge. Kiri chirped urgent swarm pattern. Mara peeked. Vex shock troops crested ridge. Hulking brutes, shields pulsing. Blades revving. Incoming heavies! Mara roared. Concentrate front. Squad poured lead. Aliens slashed from flanks. One brute charged through, shield cracking under fire. Mara rolled, bayonet thrusting. It pierced joint. Brute howled, spines lashing. Kiri latched onto Mara's backplate. Claws signed frantic, more left. Plasma grazed Mara's pauldron. She spun, frag out, blast shredded 2 flankers. Child's warning stacked lives. Squad intact, guards down 1 but fighting. Rook barked. Birds inbound. 1 mic. Pop smoke. Mara thumbed grenade. Violet plume bloomed. Rotors thrummed distant. Evac screaming low. Vex broadcast pierced jams.
Human witch! Yield the whelp!
Your restraint, unnatural fury. His troops surged. Drones swarmed anew. Kiri mimicked frenzy into mic patterns flooding Mara's HUD. Mara vectored fire. Reyes, 11 o'clock. Patel, suppressed drones. Crossfire reaped. Brutes faltered. Salith's guard leader slashed a drone mid-chirp, nodding at Kiri. Claws signed, air gift. Evac shadows grew. Vec himself loomed on ridge, massive, scarred. Shock troops rallied behind. Covering fire, Mara yelled. Squad laid suppressive. Aliens matched. Blades were in bolts. Kiri clung tight, spines pulsing calm into Mara's neck guard. Bond sealed in fire, family forged. Rook dropped from lead bird, rifle barking. Load up.
Vance, child first. Mara scooped Kiri. Child chirped victory trill.
Guards fell back, firing. Capture the protector. Plasma stitched ground.
Mara dumped Kiri aboard, turned for last guard hauling wounded.
Rook yanked her in. Go. Ramp whined shut. Birds lifted low, weaving bolts. Vex troops swarmed empty strongpoint. Mara strapped down. Kiri burrowing close. Visor pinged Queen's relay. Lines hold. Hair secured. Rook clapped her shoulder. High command's gonna flip. You turned enemy kid into squad asset. Kiri's claws signed. Mara mine. Mara grinned through sweat.
Family now. Below. Vec keyed hidden calm.
Alliance shattered wider, but bridge sparked. Birds banked toward Salith's rallying lines. Mara gripped harness. War's pivot. Her hands. Plasma arced up. Mara tensed. Hold course. Kiri chirped warning. Flak ahead. Squad braced. Mara vectored Rook. Dodge patterns incoming.
Evacs jinked. Bolts missed.
LZ rushed up. Queen's banners whipping. Ramps dropped. Medtechs swarmed. Salith strode forward. Guards flanking. Mara hopped down, Kiri in arms. Child twisted. Spines relaxing only at Queen's scent. Wide on the child clutch. You shield my blood. Why? She's family now. Mara dumped Kiri into Salith's arms. Child clung, one last beat, then transferred. Evac rotors thundered. Human birds touched down behind Salith's line. More wounded loaded. Rook dropped beside Mara. Platoon secure. Vex pinned. Silas straightened.
Keys on her shoulder.
Human sergeant. Name lingers. Vance. Your kind restrains blades near young. Vec sees terror. I see bridge. Vec's broadcast pierced chaos. She fights for whelp, not hers. What sorcery? A guard's shot silenced him mid-charge. Body slumped. Mara exhaled. Platoon boarded Evacs. Kiri twisted in Salith's grip. Claws signed across gap. Mara mine. Salith tilted head. Return, Vance. Negotiate true peace. Hair demands it. Rook clapped Mara's back. High command's gonna love this. Dropship ramp lifted. Mara saluted. Alien Queen mirrored fist to chest. Sky swallowed them. Vex hunters scattered. Salith's lines cheered. But Vex stirred. Claws keyed hidden relay.
Human protects air. Capture her. Unlock their weakness.
Alliance cracked wider. Bridge held by one soldier's choice. Mara gripped harness. Kiri's map pulsed on visor. Homeward path lit. Family expanded. War shifted. Rook leaned in. What now, bridge builder? Mara grinned. Terms, sir. Bigger ones. Explosions shredded the rooftops. Sergeant Mara Vance clutched the alien child tighter and bolted down the crumbling street. Kiri's claws dug into her shoulder plates, a desperate anchor amid the chaos. Airbursts hammered the sky, sending razor-sharp debris slicing through the air. Mara dodged a falling slab of ferrocrete. It smashed behind her, spraying grit into her visor.
Hold on, kid, she grunted. Kiri whimpered, her multifaceted eyes wide, iridescent scales pulsing with fear scent that stung Mara's nose even through the filter.
Plasma bolts scorched the pavement ahead. Vex hunters, hulking warriors in spiked carapace armor, flanked from alleyways. Their chittering war cries echoed. Mara snapped her rifle up one-handed. She squeezed the trigger. A burst stitched across the lead pursuer's chest plate. It shattered. The alien tumbled, claws scrabbling. Gates ahead. Rook's voice crackled over comms.
30 seconds. Don't stop.
Mara leaped a crater. Kiri bounced against her ribs. The child signed frantically with free claws. Danger close. Protect.
Got you,
Mara said. She fired backward blindly. Another hunter jerked and fell. The street narrowed, buildings leaning like broken teeth. An airburst detonated overhead. Shrapnel pinged off her helmet. A chunk gashed her thigh armor, but the seals held. Kiri's tail coiled around Mara's arm. Trust absolute. Mara pushed harder. Her boots pounded rubble. Vex forces closed the gap. 10, maybe 12. Their leader barked orders, voice amplified. Human. Yield the whelp. No chance. Mara vaulted a barricade. The gate loomed. Salith's emblem etched in glowing chitin script. It ground open. A guard captain burst out. Massive, four-armed, shield emitter humming. Vance! Through. Mara plunged past. The captain slammed a portable barrier into place. Energy dome flared blue, absorbing a volley of incoming fire. Bolts splashed harmlessly. He braced, legs rooted. Queen awaits. Kiri twisted in Mara's grip, signing it to captain. Mine now. Safe. The captain's mandibles clicked approval. Mara hit the gatehouse shadow. Her platoon waited in cover rucks, signaling from a dropship skid. But Vex's voice boomed from speakers embedded in the walls. Halt, human sergeant. Mara skidded to cover. Vex stepped into view atop the gatehouse rampart, towering scarred plating his personal guard arrayed behind. Drones hummed overhead, pinning Salith's lines. Human rotors circled distant, held back by anti-air webs.
You carry my prize, Vex snarled. His translator rendered the chitter perfectly.
Queen's heir. Surrender her. Cease fire now. Clean extraction for you and your pack. Mara sighted her rifle. Kiri buried her face in Mara's neck, scent spiking terror. Platoon froze. Rook's voice hissed. Vance, hold. High Command wants this alliance intact. Alliance? It hung by threads. Salith's forces bled ground. Vex surged. Mara had snatched Kiri from a bunker mid-collapse on Rook's nod, a queen's desperate hail during lulls in fire. Vex hunters sealed the perimeter. Salith's captain bellowed defiance from the barrier, but cracks spiderwebbed its field. Trade's fair, Beck continued. His claws flexed. Child ends the war. You walk free. No pursuit. Kiri's claws tightened. No. Mara mine. Mara lowered her rifle a fraction. Scanned the trap. Vex drones locked weapons. Her platoon outnumbered 3-1. Gatehouse choke point. One wrong move, everyone dies. She's not a bargaining chip, Mara said. Flat. Practical. Vec tilted his crested head. You shield whelp not of your brood. Restraint or trickery? Mara ignored it. Improv time. She keyed her tack pad one-handed. Breaching charge, packed for extractions, primed in her pouch. Kiri sensed the shift, clung harder. Rook cut in. Vance, confirm abortive. No abort, Mara snapped. She boosted Kiri higher. Cover me. Platoon rifles rose. Vec laughed, a wet rasp. Human folly. Drones, fire. Mara slapped the charge onto the gatehouse base. Magnetic clamps bit. Fire in the hole! She dove. Platoon unleashed, suppressive bursts, chewing ramparts. Vec's guard charged. The captain's barrier flickered, then died. He met them head-on, four blades whirling. Detonation roared. Gatehouse buckled. Stone and metal erupted outward, shredding Beck's front line. Drones plummeted, circuits fried. Mara rolled up, Kiri secure. Gates clear.
Move! Rook waved the platoon forward. They poured through the breach, laying fire.
Vec staggered from rubble, one arm mangled. His eyes locked on Mara, not rage, but dawning horror.
You fight for youngling.
Madness. Salith's reinforcements surged from side streets. Horns blared, Vec's hunters fell back, dragging wounded. Mara sprinted with the pack. Kiri signed triumph. Bridge. We go. Rook fell in beside her. That was not in the brief, Sergeant. Worked, sir. Mara grinned under her visor. Debris settled. Vex broadcast chased them. She defies for whelp. Capture the human. Salith's palace loomed ahead, banners snapping. Guards parted. The queen waited on the dais, hard-eyed, surrounded by elite. Mara skidded to a halt, panted. Handed Kiri forward. The child latched one claw back. Scent marked Mara's glove. Wide eyes on the queen clutch. You shield my blood. Why? Mara dumped Kiri fully into waiting arms. The child clung one last beat, then transferred. She's family now.
Evac rotors thundered. Human birds touched down behind Salith's line.
More wounded loaded, Rook dropped beside Mara. Platoon secure. Vex pinned. Salith straightened. Hair safe on her shoulder. Human sergeant. Name lingers. Vance. Your kind restrains blades near young. Vex sees terror. I see bridge. Vex broadcast pierced chaos. She fights for whelp, not hers. What sorcery requires a guard shot silenced him mid-charge. Body slumped. Mara exhaled. Platoon boarded evacs. Kiri twisted in Salith's grip. Claws signed across gap. Mara mine. Come back. Salith, tilted, head. Negotiate true peace. Air demands it. Rook clapped Mara's back.
High Command's gonna love this.
Dropship ramp lifted. Mara saluted. Alien queen mirrored, fist to chest. Sky swallowed them. Vex hunters scattered. Salith's lines cheered. But Vex stirred in the dust, claws keyed hidden, relay. Human protects air. Capture her. Unlock their weakness. Alliance cracked wider. Bridge held by one soldier's choice. Mara gripped harness. Kiri's map pulsed on visor. Homeward path lit. Family expanded. War shifted. Rook leaned in. What now, bridge builder? Mara grinned. Terms, sir. Bigger ones. Vex relay pinged receipt. His remaining fleet banked toward human lines. The sergeant comes to me. Or the bridge burns. Mara stepped into the open. Kiri's small form pressed against her chest plate. Rifle hung low at her side. Barrel pointed dirtward. Alien lines bristled ahead. Salith's guards leveled plasma lances. Human flanks held fire on Rook's order. Kiri whimpered, claws digging into Mara's vest. Queen Salith, Mara called. Voice cut through drone fire echoes. Your air. Safe. Salith rose from command mound, crest feathers flared red. Eyes locked on the child. Guards flanked her, lances humming. Mara halted 10 paces out. Kept rifle down. No twitch toward trigger. Kiri twisted. Claws, signed, frantic. Mama. Mara. Good. Salith's mandibles clicked. She waved guards back.
1 pace.
Mara matched it, boots crunching shell casings. Heat haze warped air between armies. Human snipers tracked from ridges. Alien spotters pinged locks. Human, Salith rasped. Voice modulator buzzed English.
Blade lowered. Near my blood.
Mara knelt, slow. Set Kiri on dirt. Child bolted forward. Salith scooped her up. Clutched tight. Mara rose empty-handed. Rifle stayed low. Bargain holds, Mara said. Medevac for my wounded. Your royal seal. Salith's gaze flicked to human lines, wounded dragged on stretchers. Rook's platoon pinned by crossfire remnants. She keyed wrist comm. Seal granted. Human birds land. My lines part. Guards relayed. Silas ranks shifted. Corridor opened. Mara exhaled. First win. Rotors thumped distant. Human dropships banked in. But Kiri squirmed free. Dropped to dirt. Ran back. Small claws grabbed Mara's gloved hand. Pulled hard. Mara stay.
Armies froze. Human rifles dipped confusion.
Salith's guards hissed. Both sides stared.
Child's grip locked political.
Queen tensed. Rook's voice crackled Mara's calm. Vance, that's the air. Step back. Mara didn't pull away. Squeeze returned gentle. Kiri, Mama calls. Kiri stamped foot. Crest puffed defiant. Claws signed wide. Mara family. Salith approached. Eyes narrowed. On joined hands. Air chooses. Before witnesses, Mara scanned lines. Vex rival banners fluttered edge of Salith's force. His hunters slunk forward. Plasma whined charge. Alliance frayed. Vex broadcast earlier demanded the child dead or captured. Joint escort, Silas said. You walk her to my shuttle. My guard's yours.
Ceasefire holds. Mara nodded.
Rifle still low.
Rook, cover us! Affirm. Rook snapped. Platoon holds ridge. Vex moving. Kiri tugged. Mara fell in step. Salith flanked one side. Her elite guard opposite. Armies parted slow. Human cheers mixed alien hisses. Dirt path cleared amid wrecked walkers. Vex voice boomed from forward lines. Sorcery. Human taints bloodline. His hunters surged. Plasma bolts cracked. Salith's guards fired back. Mara scooped Kiri mid-stride. Dove behind slag heap. Rounds chewed metal. Flank him. Mara barked. Human fire support hammered. Rook's platoon poured rounds. Vex advance buckled. Salith rose firing. Lance vaporized Hunter. Vec dies today. Kiri buried face in Mara's neck. Claws signed muffled. Safe. Mara popped up. Aimed low. Dropped 2 Hunters non-lethal. Kneecaps. Rifle discipline held. No kill shots near child. Aliens gaped. Silith paused mid-bolt. Restrains again. Kills threat. Spares whelp guards. Ceasefire rippled. Vex line broke. He vanished into crowd swirl. Banners collapsed. His relay ping hidden. Mara's visor caught ghost signal. Ignored for now. Path cleared. Shuttle ramp dropped ahead. Salith's royal markings gleamed. Mara set Kiri down. Child clung leg. Escort ends, Mara said. Wounded load now. Dropships touched behind. Human medics rushed. Salith's seal flashed green on manifests. Stretchers boarded fast. Rook dropped beside. Platoon secure. Vec pinned, for now. Salith straightened. Kiri safe on shoulder. Sergeant Vance. Your restraint. Vec calls terror. I call bridge. Kiri twisted. Claws signed gap. Mara mine. Come back. Mara grinned faint. Saluted fist to chest.
Salith mirrored. Armies watched.
Human bird spun dust. Wounded loaded. But visor pinged. Vex relay ghosted active. Fleet signatures, banked, human word. Mara gripped harness as ramp lifted.
Rook. Vex not done.
High command inbound, Rook said. Your call saved half the platoon. Kiri's map pulsed on Mara's HUD. Homeward path from Child's earlier scribble. Family mark glowed. War shifted on one grip. Salith's shuttle lifted parallel. Her broadcast sealed. Human bridge stands. Vex hunt voids alliance. Cheers erupted, but Vex stirred in dust far off. Claws keyed final. Sergeant to me. Or, bridge burns. Terms, sir. Bigger ones.
Rook clapped back. High Command's gonna love this.
Sky swallowed them. Alliance cracked.
Bridge held by Child's choice. Vex fleet darkened horizon. Mara checked mags. Next fight loomed. Kiri's sign echoed. Family, she chambered round. Ready. Human lines reformed below. Salith's guards waved salute. Joint pickets formed tentative. Vex shadows lurked fringes. Rook keyed platoon net. Vance, that hand grab. Political gold. Brass wants debrief. Later, Mara said. Eyes on Vec. Visor tracked his signature. Fading into Badlands. Hunters regrouped. One soldier's restraint sparked talks. Child's pull sealed it.
Dropship banked home. Mara watched alien shuttle diverge.
Bond crossed lines. Wars pivot. But Vex ping receipt confirmed. Fleet inbound. Bridge tested now. Kiri's map steadied her. Protective fire next. Human way.